James Harden declines his $47 million player option, guys. $47 million player option. Signs a new 2-year deal that guarantees him 33 for next season. Okay. Now, Jay, I'm very cynical about the way people put spin on stuff. Number one, because it's a PR move, you want people to think well of you a lot of the time, and so you frame things in a way that puts you in a positive light. But number two, also because you want to think well of yourself. People have egos, and people go into ego protection. So when I first heard Harden talk about, I'm going to take less, I'm thinking, James, the market is what it is, and now you got to frame it this way, not only to put a positive spin on it, for your brand, but also for yourself, right? Like you're taking the high road. It's not just he ain't that good anymore. But so I'm cynical when I read this, and yet he did decline of $47 million. And he does get
$14 million pay cut.
Right.
And he has a player option for next year.
And yet, right. So the numbers, but but the reason I say I'm cynical, Jay, is I'm always like, but wait a minute. 2-year deal that guarantees him 33 next year. What's he getting the year after that? And does he have something worked out? I don't know.
35.6 next year with the player option. He can negotiate a new contract.
So that's
essentially,
so he gets more money.
It's a 1-year deal essentially. It's like an all in. Like, hey, okay, cool.
He got opt out.
Like, look.
But it's his option.
It's his option. That's what I'm saying.
So Jay, so the reason I'm being cynical is because he can say, and maybe it does dovetail, and it's doing two things at once. It does help them sign guys and everything, House and PJ and PJ Tucker, but really what it also does is get him an extra 20-something million and another year. And maybe the way he's feeling now, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to get that in 2 years.
Or Max, it could be a situation where it's, okay, cool. Like, this is how everybody feels. Let's get all the pieces. Let's build depth on their bench. Let me get my ass in shape. And when I come back and I destroy the league again with JWill Embiid, I want a supermax.
See, that's what I
want
think
a supermax.
I think it's that he looks at this, okay, I have a year to get right. We have a better roster. We got more guys to our bench. We're going to be deeper. We have opportunity to go to a championship. We have an offseason together. I can ball out, opt out. I want more money. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, I think so too. But it does do. But the way he spun it was like, I'm so willing to take less. But come on, man. Almost no one's ever. Even when Tom Brady kicked the can down the road, so he's always constantly getting a little influx of cash. But to be fair, Brady doing that allowed the Patriots to be great for a long, long time.
What if Russell Westbrook would have opted out and taken less money? Would you look at that differently?
If he did what Harden did, in other words,
yes.
Like actually he takes a little more money, but he extends, but it's less money this year.
Yes.
I don't know if that helps the Lakers because they're all capped out. He would have to take a whole bunch less.
Okay. And
I don't think Westbrook probably at this moment, I don't know, he's a very confident guy, but I imagine he thinks, I might not get, like Harden thinks, come on, the bottom line is Harden can shoot and Westbrook can't. That age is better.
Harden is betting on himself right here. He's betting on himself. Which I got all the respect. What we talked about is 2.5 years ago, this dude was in Houston. He came into training camp, was literally out of shape, was pictures of him being posted at different hip-hop clubs with rappers hanging out, not giving a damn, to going to Brooklyn, to seeing what Brooklyn was about, and then finding out that's not the way I want to do it, to getting his way out of Brooklyn, and now he's with Daryl Morey, who he trusts. To me, this is a bigger sign about star players being with management in which they trust and believe in to help them win a world championship. Like Daryl Morey is the only guy that potentially would have had James Harden do this, that could get him to do something like this. It's a bigger statement.
What did he turn down in Houston? What did they offer him? Was it $50 million?
It was $50 million a year.
Oh my goodness! In a state that's tax free too.
And Brooklyn, he turned down the extension in Brooklyn too. He's turned down both extensions 2 years.
To get with somebody he's comfortable with.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, I mean, you tell me what else you need him to do. And he's saying all the right things, but now we're still cynical. Okay, I get it.
Well, cynical only because people a lot of times frame things as though they're not self-interested, and they're almost always actually self-interested.
But you can be both.
I agree. I agree. I think that's the way, a muscular move, you do more than one thing with each move, right? Like you're a chess player, Jay. Mm-hmm. The move doesn't just defend, it attacks, and it does a whole bunch of things at once. And he did put himself in a position and put the team in a position where when you add, like, House is an underrated player to me. No one ever talks about anything, but he's talented. And Tucker, obviously,
and
everyone
by the
knows.
way, they can still potentially add a piece. Don't think that Eric Gordon being out there in Houston, Daryl Morey going to try to save him.
Who's familiar with Eric Gordon. And
he's going to try to save him. And that plays well off JWill Embiid, you ain't doubling off that. Danny Green
Maxey.
is older. I'm telling you, it plays. There's still moves to be made now by Daryl Morey. He's not done.
I love the DeAnthony Melton move.
That's a great move.
Because that's instant offense coming off the bench.
Hey, what's up with Thibault? Did they move him?
No.
No, they hung on to
he's still
Thibault.
there.
Yeah, because he needs to develop a little. He needs to shoot
has
it
to
a
have
little
some
better.
It's not that he has to shoot it better. You
Yeah, he
have to
does.
score at least 8 points. You can give me 8 from just layups or 10 from layups. Like, he has to be like, you can't be
But his
starting
the reason I say
playing
shoot
defense and having 0 and 2 points a game.
reason I say shoot is because he is I could, in 10 years from now, 20, 30 years from now, if someone says best defenders, I'd be like, yo, that kid Thibault was ridiculous, right? He's a ridiculous defender. If he could just shoot, he becomes so valuable.
Just feel like right now, Boston probably the favorite in the East, adding Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon's
Philly
a huge
right
pickup.
there.
What?
Miami right there.
Boston the favorite over Milwaukee?
I was gonna say Boston. I was gonna name the teams who are right there.
Oh, okay.
I would probably give us considering they went to the World Championship, even though I think with Chris Middleton they would have won.
They'd have won, yeah.
But still, like, I'm
You
giving them a
thought the
slight edge
Celtics
to what
would have
they.
won?
Huh?
You thought the Celtics would have won?
No, I thought Milwaukee would
Hey,
have won.
Jay,
with
here's the
Middleton.
question. With
Well,
Middleton, would
Milwaukee's
they have
right there,
beaten the
too.
Warriors?
It would have been close.
I
It
think
would
so,
have been.
too.
It would have been really close.
It would have been. By the way, Steph
'Cause I would've allowed-
Steph Curry should send a thank you note to Chris Middleton.
Grant Williams did say something in the pod the other day that he feels like the Warriors weren't the better team. They were the more disciplined team. I kind of disagree with that, but
Yeah, I
the
disagree with
discipline
that
of
too.
Milwaukee is better than the discipline of the Boston Celtics because of their youth. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.